Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, it's a pleasure to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me as we dive into more 28 years later content here on the channel. So, over the past 24 hours, these images have been doing the rounds on social media, specifically Reddit, where we've got an image from the set of the Bone Temple, the second movie in the brand new trilogy. And a lot of people are speculating that it shows Cillian Murphy and it shows Alfie Williams' Spike character in the woods. So, what we're going to do, before we jump in and take a closer look at this image, let's go down and read the accompanying caption to go with this image. So, this photo is from the filming of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, taken on the set near Hexham in Northumberland. On the right, we see a character wearing the jacket that belongs to Jimmy Shite from the Jimmy Gang, but the trousers aren't part of the outfit. They look a bit more like Spike's. Could this be Spike with a now shaven head, donning the jacket? I'm curious to hear people's theories. So, let's zoom into this image. So a lot of people are speculating this guy here with this kind of white, grey, ripped t-shirt. They're speculating this is the back of Cillian Murphy, obviously Jim. And a lot of people are saying as well that this is basically Alfie Williams' Spike character with a shaven head. And to me, it looks a bit too adult-like. It looks a bit bigger than kind of what Alfie Williams' size looks like in 28 Years Later. But then again, he's at that age where they have massive growth spurts, like over short periods of time. I mean, like a 13-year-old and a 14 or a 15-year-old from one year to the next can look completely different at that age. You guys all know what I mean. Like, just going through that age, you look so different because you're growing so rapidly. So the possibility is that this could be Alfie Williams with a shaven head playing Spike. We really don't know. And a lot of people are saying this is Cillian Murphy, although I'm very dubious. I don't think it is. But again, it could be. And it looks like we have potentially a crew member there in the background. And yes, this image is taken by a member of the public. A member of the public is obviously sneaking around the set trying to snap images. And they've had to take an image through a bush by the look of it. And that's why it's kind of out of focus with all this kind of greenish foliage kind of around the edge. But it's still a first look at some of the characters on set, which is pretty cool. But with that down, guys, that kind of spurred me on to find the source of where these images actually came from. So, I found on this website here, chroniclelive.co.uk. This is where these images came from. These images were posted up last year in October of 2024. I must have completely missed them. I've never seen them, and I'm not sure if you guys have, but I thought regardless, it would be interesting for us to go through these images of the Bone Temple set and see if we can find any new information that we haven't seen before. So, 28 years later, zombie filming in rural Northumberland. Woodland around Planky Mill Farm is the site of the latest action scenes in Danny Boyle's new horror feature film starring Oscar winner Cillian Murphy and Killing Eve's Jodie Comer. Okay, so let's go down and get into these images. So, it's the same image that we were just looking at, but from a slightly different angle. And when we look at it from this slightly different angle here, it's kind of like the parallax of the camera is slightly kind of rotated to the right from that previous image. This doesn't appear to be Cillian Murphy to me. It doesn't look like Cillian Murphy. I think Cillian Murphy, his build is a lot slimmer than this guy. This guy, I'm not saying this guy's fat, but like Cillian Murphy is a very skinny dude. But not only that, I don't think the face looks like Cillian Murphy. As for this being Alfie Williams here on the right, potentially, again, it could be. It looks more adult-like. I do agree with some of the comments. But I would love to know what you guys think about that. I'm sure you guys will have a lot of interesting comments on that one. So with that down, let's start looking at these other pictures that we've got down here. So we've got a description here, guys, but there's nothing that's majorly important here. I've read through it. I don't want to spend the next 5 minutes reading all this. But have a pause and read it at your own leisure if you want to. It's just talking about them being in Northumberland, using local people as extras. They were first spotted filming in early September. And just talking about, the footpath has been closed. And, some of these pictures could potentially show a zombie or a victim. That's pretty much the summary there. But like I say, have a pause and read it at your own leisure if you want to. So, let's start taking a look at some of these cool images. So, we have a cinematographer, by the look of it, taking footage inside the forest here. These cameras, man, they look so damn complex. And I have admiration for people who can fix these and work these types of things. But really, really cool image there. So, let's keep going down. So, again, we've got what appears to be that maybe infected, maybe victim. We really don't know who this character is, or Are they infected? Are they just like a person who's from another settlement somewhere, not on Holy Island, that maybe our characters have encountered for the first time? There's endless possibilities as to who this could be, but with these kind of behind the scenes, kind of blurry shots, taken from, you know, behind the person, it's really hard to kind of speculate on what we're looking at. Again, we have that kind of shaved-headed person as well, potentially being Alfie Williams. Okay, let's keep going down. So we've got that image that we first looked at on the video. So we're going to go past that one for now. Okay, let's have a look here. So, this is pretty cool. So it looks like this person's on a kind of a forest walkway, and as you can see down here, we've got loads of equipment being set up. We've got tripods, we've got cameras, we've got some of the crew members down here. I always love looking at these behind the scenes images of films being made. It's just really, really cool. I would love to have a job like this, you know, being in these really cool locations, setting up for filming and stuff like that. Really, really fun. But yeah, a pretty cool image. It doesn't give a lot away here. It doesn't give us any new information, but I thought you guys would still find it pretty interesting to look at. So, let's go back 1 second. How do I exit out of here? Okay. Okay, keep going down here. Okay, so our next image. This is where it gets kind of interesting here. So, we look like we have a couple of crew members, and it looks like they're potentially filming a scene. I mean, who is this guy here? We have someone laying on the floor. Maybe someone's just sleeping. Maybe someone's passed out. Maybe someone's, I don't know, been attacked or something. But we have this guy here in this puffer jacket, kind of consoling or kind of trying to wake this person up potentially, kind of tending to them. I don't know if anything's specifically being shot here, but we have this person on the floor. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just really hard to speculate on who these people are. I mean, is this a crew member, or is this someone who's actually part of the scene, one of the characters in the film? Again, guys, I don't want to try and say who it might be because I have no idea. And that's going to be the case in a lot of these pictures. But as you always do, guys, speculate and theorize and drop your comments in the comment section, and do let me know what you think is going on in this scene here. Pretty interesting stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so up next we have this image here, which is interesting. So it looks like they're looking at some footage on this phone here. So let's try and zoom in a bit more. So if we can zoom right in here, it looks, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like there's something here. It looks like it's in black and white. So it looks like they're filming on like a night vision camera, like a, you know, one of those nighttime cameras where it's black and white, like a trail camera that you use at night. And it looks like there's something here between these two kind of wooden fences in the middle here. It's hard to see what it is, but yeah, it looks like we could potentially be getting some more nighttime scenes in this movie. That's what it looks like on this phone, at least. Yeah, so we just have the two crew members checking out whatever the image or video is on there. And then we have some crew members in the background with some cameras and some other equipment set up. So pretty cool insight there. Okay, so let's go back over to our website here. Let's keep going down. And basically here we just have some generic kind of crew members images enjoying their chow, having a lunch break or breakfast or whatever it is that they're doing. So we don't need to dive into these too much because there's not a whole lot we can see. Again, checking out the cameras, other crew members here in the forest. Let's just have a look at this one. So again, it looks like we've got these two crew members and they're checking out footage on the phone. We've got a load of trunks here with all the equipment that they've been wheeling through the forest. Some crew members in the background, and they've got some tarps over the top of their equipment. Yeah, pretty cool look at the setup there. And again, it looks like we've got some more crew members just kind of walking through the forest. This woman here has spotted this guy. Whoever's taking this image, some guy has got his phone and he's like rotating around this movie set. And he's trying to snap like covert images. But it looks like the crew are fully aware that this guy's taking images. So, we have this image here as well. And let's just zoom into this one. So we're at Briarwood Banks. So for those of you who know this area or have been to this area before, if you have any insights into this area that the rest of us may find interesting, any really cool insights, knowledge, information for anyone who's been there, do let us know down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's keep going down here. So we've got footpath closed, so we can see there that the crew, they're obviously closing off different footpaths as they begin filming inside the wooded area here, we've got these walkways going over the river, and we can see the crew members setting up to shoot here, which is really cool. Okay, let's go back. We've got a few more to get to here, guys, not too many. Again, we've got that kind of wooden walkway that's going over the bridge. Again, another kind of image from the same angle that we've seen before with the crew members down below and their equipment. And then it looks like they're having a meeting here, probably in the morning, maybe talking about what they're setting up for the day and how they're going to film stuff. And there's no sign of any of the actors here that we've seen anywhere. Aaron Taylor Johnson doesn't appear or anything like that. So yeah, it seems that they're probably setting up for the infected scenes, I would imagine. Again, another crew member on the walkway. Some crew members walking through the brush. And that's pretty much... Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, let's go down. So, who is this person here on the floor? Is that an infected? It doesn't look like an infected person, because the infected people have like really long wavy hair and really long wavy kind of facial hair as well. So this looks to be that guy that we looked at in the previous images from the back, who people were speculating was Jim. This looks to be the same guy, but he's on the floor. He's clean shaven, so that tells me that it's not an infected. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you guys have any theories as to who this character could be? Do let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Okay. And again, the same character here. This is confirming that this is not Jim. We can definitely see. So if we zoom in, we can see this guy's face from the side on now, and it's confirming that this is definitely not Cillian Murphy. We can see clearly that it's not. And again, because his hair is kind of not as shaggy and his facial hair isn't the same as the other infected, it leads me to believe that this is some sort of survivor character rather than an infected. But you guys may differ in opinions. If you do, let me know. Then we got a camera set up there in the woods, and that's pretty much where we are there, guys. So the production crew are going to be miffed that these photos have been released. Yeah, not really. I wouldn't really say that they're going to be miffed if these photos are going to be released. I mean, there's nothing here that spoils anything, so I wouldn't really say it's an issue. And they obviously don't care, because if they did, they would have more security and more borders set up around the filming to stop people from coming in. But guys, there we go. Some pretty interesting images there from the Bone Temple. Is there anything that you can take away from these images that maybe I've missed? Drop your thoughts, your comments, your theories, your speculation, and anything else that you have to say about the images that we've looked at, or the franchise in whole, the franchise in its totality, I should say. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks so much for being here as always. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber to support the content here on the channel. It really, really goes a long way to helping, guys, so I would really, really appreciate that. And hit the like button to stay up to date. Hit the notification bell. I do apologize. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with more 28 years later and movie content that I have going on the channel. And with that down, as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.